Hello, everybody, and welcome to another installment of Shauna Spilling the Presley Tea. And boy, do I have some tea to spill. There have been some things that's been going on, and I want to address them tonight. Some questions that need to be answered, and things that need to be addressed. All right, guys. So, hello. Thank you so much for coming tonight. Thank you, Connie, Ruby, Michelle, Ashley. Hello. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, guys. It is the love day, right? We're here to give and spread love, right? EP Fan Archive, my editor. Hello. You know I love you. That's right. And thank you so much for joining us this evening. Velvis. Hello. So, hand mop, happy Valentine's Day, and hello to you too. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. I know that it is Friday, February 14th, and I've got some tea. I always have some kind of tea for you guys. Hello, Francis. Happy Valentine's Day to you too, honey. It's a day of love, right? And we're going to show some love tonight. We are. And we're going to show some grace. And we're going to show some patience and kindness. All right? And Christina, hi, happy Valentine's Day. I know that some people, and it's not all y'all. Hello, Molly. Happy Valentine's Day. I know there's some people, and it's not all y'all. No, none of y'all in my comment section or any of y'all in my comments are involved in any of this, but we have to show some grace and some kindness because things have been going on and people have been asking questions, and it's time to address certain things. Hello, Lily, and Queen Scott, hello, and happy Valentine's Day to you too. And Lily, hi. But this is going to be very sensitive. Okay, we've got some Presley drama. We always have Presley drama, but we also have some things that we have to address. Okay, all right. Just know that this is for entertainment purposes only. Okay, guys. There's nothing that I'm going to say tonight that cannot be proven. I have receipts. I have things that I need to say, and I have things that I might reveal. So you guys know that I am friends with Bridgette Cruz. And guys, as you know, Bridgette doesn't really have a problem with you guys saying her name wrong. She understands. But the name of her is Bridgette, okay? It's like bed sheets, okay? So if you're going to say her name, please say Bridgette, because it's like Brigitte Bardot, all right? I know there's been some channels that have been calling her Bridgette. And of course, I have been guilty of this myself. I have said Bridgette with a D for so long because I'm Southern, but she has come to me and told me how to pronounce her name correctly. It is Bridgette, okay? So if you have anything to say, rather good or bad or ugly, please say Bridgette. Because I noticed some channels, not really some, yeah, I will say some channels have been calling her Bridgette, and it's not. It's Bridgette, like French, Bridgette, okay? So if you're going to say her name, say it right, and I'm trying my best. I'm Southern, and sometimes I'll say things wrong because I'm Southern, all right? But it's Bridgette, all right? So say it right, okay? And Molly, it's time to lighten up, right, girl? And Cat Girl Blue, hello as always, and Ashley. Bridgette messaged me back, was very kind with her words and remarks. I'm very impressed with her. Well, she's trying to come across as truthful as she can. She's in a court battle, not just one, but three, with her own, with Priscilla versus her, and with EPE versus her. So I'm so glad that she messaged you back. She's very sweet. And as much as I've been talking to her, guys, she seems legit. I mean, I how can I express this? I'm trying hard not to have watery eyes. Hold on, guys. She has really impressed me. I mean, she's becoming a very close confidant. I'll say that. I have seen things and I have heard things that other people will never hear. And full heartedly, I have to tell you guys, everything that she says to me can be proven. I have heard messages that she has gotten from Priscilla and Riley. I have seen and heard video that you guys might not ever see because it's just wow. And it's just impressed me to the point where, you know, what's that old war setting? And she's not my enemy, but the enemy of my enemy is my friend. That's where I'm at. I'm not trying to make you like her, and she's not trying to make you like her. But what she's doing is she's showing me and she's showing you guys something that we will never see in court because this stuff is never going to be out there. Okay, it's not like the Johnny Depp court case with Amber Heard. It's not going to be on TV. This is stuff behind the scenes that we're never going to see. We're never going to hear. But know this: I have seen things. I have heard things, and I have seen receipts that you guys will never see. And if she is going to show you guys the email address that I have given you in my last episode, which is bkthetruth25@gmail.com, people, listen to me. My friends, listen to me. We're never going to see on television. Okay? Thank you, Francis. Francis said that I looked exceptionally beautiful tonight. Oh, thank you. Sometimes I try. Baraka. Hi, everyone. Maria from Montreal here. I love your top, Shauna. Thank you. I bought it online a few years ago. I like it too. It gives me a feeling of kind of feeling spunkish. If that's a word, spunkish. Rose, wasn't there going to be a child bride too? Well, Rose, we're trying to hear from the author of Child Bride, and I will say Suzanne Finstad. I just think that I think she had a kind of a lunch with Priscilla, and we don't know if there'll be a child bride, but we're hoping. But a lot of us think that Priscilla invited her to lunch and gave her a little intimidation. We don't know. But that's where I'm going at. I hope that she does a child bride too, like she said. But I don't know at this point. I do know that Suzanne Fitzod, who wrote Child Bride, was involved with that documentary Elvis and His Women, and I was very disappointed in how she did it, but I hope that there's a child bride too. But it doesn't matter at this point. At this point, it matters about um, the court case because things might come out. And if that comes out, we'll know more about Priscilla and her past and her transgressions and her sins, right? But that's what some of y'all have come to this channel for, is to hear what Bridgette has to say. And I understand that and I appreciate that. But I've given text messages. I've said some things, being careful with some of the stuff that I have said, which that's true. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of stuff to be revealed, and that's the truth. And Bridgette wants to reveal the truth and expose her ex-business partner. And that's why you guys should write her questions at bkthetruth@gmail.com. All right? Tracy goes, then spill it. Doing the best that I can, Tracy, but we have to be careful with what we say. And Molly says, the hater channels are probably saying her name wrong on purpose. Maybe, but it might be just mispronunciation, which I had for a very long time myself. But I do have a boss that her name is Bridgette, but we call her Bridgette. But I'm from the South, but Bridgette told me how to pronunciate her name correctly. So either you guys hate her, love her, whatever, her name is Bridgette. All right? All right. Rainbow. Hi, Shauna. Everybody, happy Valentine's Day. Thank you so much. Letitia. Hello, Shauna. Happy to see you live. Thank you. I'm happy to see you here, too. Rose, wasn't there going to be I read you already. I'm sorry. Let's see. Rosalind. Hey, Shauna. Glad to see you back. Rose. She said 3 years ago that she was definitely writing a child bride too, and that there was still so much about Priscilla that we don't know about. Yes. Leo, hi Shauna. What would CB2 focus on? I don't know. But I think it's going to focus on everything past 1982. Rose, I'm just dying to know more about that evil witch. Well, you're right at the right place, girl. We're going to hear some more. Ashley, I wish with all the movies they've made, they would do a child bride movie and really show the people that never believe us who she really is. Yeah, exactly. The things and image that she has been giving the world, which I'm talking about Prissy, is fabricated. I mean, there's nothing really that much truthful about any of it, right? Connie, well, I would be weird, but I want to know all. I understand, Connie. Rose, didn't Priscilla help with Elvis What Happened? Wrote her own chapter. She was also married to Marco Garibaldi in secret. I do not believe that Prissy helped Elvis What Happened book. I don't believe that. There's no way that she would be with Dave, Sonny, and Red to help write a chapter of that book. No. But according to Lisa Marie's Irrevocable Trust, it says Priscilla Presley and spouse, which in our English language, spouse means husband, right? But yeah, EP Fan Archive. Where do they send it, Shauna? They send it to bkthetruth@gmail.com. No, bkthetruth25 at gmail.com. So bkthetruth25 priscilla25@gmail.com. That's where they send it. Rose, in Elvis What Happened, they praised Priscilla so much. I just know she wrote it all herself and promoted the book. But she didn't, hun. She didn't. Lyle, just found your channel the other day. You got the tea, girl? Laugh out loud. I always thought Priscilla was a beauty, but there seems to be a shift in perception. She used. Okay, I'm going to say this here. This is for entertainment purposes only, okay, folks? But there are things that I say about the case and Bridgette and Priscilla that can be proven with receipts. But Lyle, you know, the shift in perception has happened throughout the years because she has contradicted herself. She said one thing in the 70s and the 80s and then changed in the 90s and then now. So the shift of perception is all her fault mostly. Heal and free. Oh, I hope Suzanne writes another book. It would be great to read her take on the drama over Lisa's passing and what happened. I understand that too. And Donna, hello, Lisa Poole. We must remember that Bridgette is still in litigation and has to be very careful about what she discloses. Yes, she does. She does. You guys, my son is acting up really, really bad. I'm not trying to do this. I have never done this before, but give me a second, okay, guys? Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Hold that thought. I'm sorry, guys. I've never left you all like that before. Forgive me. Sandra asked, "Hi, Shauna. Why can't we see everything? If Bridgette wants to tell her story, she does. But in order for it to be legal, you have to ask her the right questions, and then she'll reveal what she can. And she's starting her own channel where if you write her at bkthetruth25@gmail.com, she will answer your questions on her channel and show you the receipts that you need. So that's how it is. Lisa, we almost remember that Bridgette is. Oh, I already read you. I'm sorry. Trevor, hello. Molly, oh, your message is hidden. Hold on. Wait. Nobody gives a crap about her awful acting career in Scientology because that's it after 1982. Kinda, yeah, I'll agree. Trevor, hi Shauna. Besides your son and husband, who is your most favorite person in the world and why is it to me? Of course it's Elvis, guys. Trevor, let me fix. Oh my gosh! Let me fix my camera. Up a little bit. Hold on. It's Elvis! That's my favorite person in the world. If you want to know my favorite person always, it's not even a person. It's God. Lyle, as a new viewer, can you give me a quick summary of why Elvis fans don't like her? Elvis fans don't like Priscilla because of what happened. You have to go into the history. Hold on, I'm trying to fix my camera, guys. It won't work. Give me a sec. The history. You go at the history, Lyle. Then you realize that she cheated on him twice that he knew about before they even divorced. She left him for another man, of course. She took him to court for divorce one time. Then she took him again for a second time, lied in litigation to get what she wanted. And then when she didn't get the money soon enough, she put a lien on Graceland. Okay, that lien on Graceland happened in 1976. We all know that Elvis had a turn for the worst. Oh no! Oh no, I turned my camera off. Hold on. Well, I turned my monitor off. My gosh. Let me turn it back on. Hold on. I can't see any of the messages. Okay. The lien on Graceland happened in 1976. And the turn for the worst of Elvis happened after that. Think about it this way. You did everything you possibly could to buy a house for your mother. You buy a house for your mother, and it's Graceland. It's a big mansion. And she dies in 1958. And then, of course, you live your life a little bit and have some fun, get married, have a kid. And then in 1976, when the divorce happened twice, you realize there's a lien on the house of your family home. Then you have to sell half of your category, even more of your category if you want to actually get to the point here, your music category, to give to her to pay that lien off. And then you die, just saying. And after you die, she tells lies after lies, abuses your daughter, more lies, use the daughter, make $900,000 a year, almost $1 million a year off something you didn't even earn. Then your daughter finds out about it, realizes that she was scammed, then abused. This is why us Elvis fans don't like Prissy Lyle. Because the history is there. The receipts are there. That's why, Lyle, that most, not saying some, saying most of us Elvis fans don't like her. That's your answer. Then get with a guy. Be with him 22 years. Have another kid, Navarone, and still live off the Elvis name. So, Lyle, to answer your question, I hope that's a good enough answer for you. Because it's sad, right? And you can Google all of this, and you'll come up with the same conclusions that we have. Because truth is like the sun. You can shut it out for a little while, according to Elvis, but it ain't going to go away. Rose, thank you for clarifying. Shauna, you're amazing. I thought she did because how much they praised her. There was rumors that apparently Linda helped write the book, but I don't believe that at all. No, she didn't. And Priscilla didn't either. It was all Sonny, Red, Dave, and that Dunleavy guy that wrote the book. But there's all kinds of things about that, you know. According to Sonny and Red, Dunleavy, who wrote the book, put things in there that they didn't say. Just saying. Ruby, I heard Prissy was writing a new book, Elvis and Me. This is after her stupid movie. What else does she have to say? Do you know if this is true? She is. She already said it on her Instagram not very long ago. Her book is coming out. It's like Life After Elvis, right? It's called Life After Elvis. What more can she say? I think she's going to make up stories as she goes along, so be very careful. Rose, it's true Prissy will write another book. It will come out this year in the fall. That's right, Rose. Francis, Priscilla forgets the lies that she tells, so makes up a new one. Can't keep her story straight. Pathological. Exactly. Molly. Lyle, dude. Where would you even start? She's always been a no court liar, a no count liar. William, happy Valentine's Day in DeQuincy, Louisiana. Yep. Lyle, wow, I just turned 30. I don't know much about the history, but grew up watching Lisa Marie on magazine covers. Priscilla is getting too old to be wasting her time in courts for money. Exactly. That's where we are today, right? She claims elder abuse. And besides that, she tells the judge in Florida that she's too old and feeble to travel. Yet she's been to Germany, to Florida, to California, to Florida, to Hawaii, to Florida, to California. She travels a lot for being too elderly, you know? And Ashley, she said, but remember, Shauna, she earned the Presley name. I've got to go here, guys. In the last show that I did, I have given you a receipt of her. I'm going to fix my camera one more time. Of her saying, I earned the Presley name. I earned it. Okay. You remember the old L'Oreal commercials? And they might even still do this today. But you guys remember L'Oreal? It's like, it's L'Oreal, and I'm worth it. Guys remember that? Well, when I heard and saw that text message of Priscilla writing to Bridgette how she earned the Presley name, it goes in my head like, it's Elvis, and I earned it. That's what comes to mind when I saw that text message, you know. That is irony, if I ever heard it. Yes, Savette. I did mention she went to Germany too, but she can't go to Florida for her own court case. I mean, that should be enough to get you guys to laugh, okay? And this is for entertainment purposes only. And guys, I'm just a reporter, and I'm an entertainer. All right, that's all I am. But I mean, it's Elvis, and I earned it. Oh, I can barely breathe. That got me going, guys. And Rube, I know you're laughing. Francis, I know you're laughing. And Elvis, you remember the L'Oreal commercials. And remember, her first gig was a shampoo commercial. Do you guys remember? I know some of y'all don't because you're not old enough, but those that are old enough know that Priscilla started her career with shampoo commercials. Okay, it was Wella. Yes. Oh, it was Elvis. I earned it. Yes. Willa shampoos. You guys are on your game tonight. Nicolette, I know. Laugh away. And Queen Scott. What she did to Elvis. Lisa, her grandchildren. EPE, now Bridgette. Woman a year ago made her executor to her will. Please believe Bridgette the truth. Exactly. Guys, okay. I'm going to explain something to you. Okay? Bridgette wasn't just Priscilla's friend. First and foremost, Prissy hired Bridgette to do a job. And if you guys are in a professional career, you know when someone hires you to do a job and you get paid for said job, you do your job. So I've seen lots of comments on other people's channels and this and that, that it's like, oh, Bridgette is friends with Priscilla. Oh, they're chum-chum. They were friends. I can't trust Bridgette because her and Priscilla were friends. Listen, guys, first and foremost, Bridgette and Priscilla weren't just friends. They started as Priscilla hiring Bridgette for a job. And if anybody has a career and has a job, they should know that if you get hired to do a job, you do the job. And that's what Bridgette did. She was hired by Priscilla to exploit her name, likeness, and image. She was also brought in for the job as being Priscilla's power of attorney and co-executor of Navarone's trust. And also above Priscilla's last will and wishes. Okay? So when you're hired to do something, especially a job, you do the job. And that's what Bridgette was, first and foremost. She became friends with her after knowing her. But then knowing her a while and doing some research, she realized that Priscilla wasn't all that in a bag of chips. That Priscilla had skeletons in her closet. Then Bridgette started keeping receipts, saving videos, saving texts, knowing that things didn't add up. She realized that eventually she would be blackballed. And she was blackballed. And this is where she's at now. If she wasn't transparent, if Bridgette wasn't transparent, she wouldn't be on here on YouTube spilling her guts and her beans and asking you guys to write her, talk to her, give her questions. She'll reveal things. She's going to make a channel. This woman, I'm not even going to call her desperate. I'm going to call Bridgette like a lioness. She's roaring. Her children have been threatened. Her life has been wrapped upside down, just like mine was. You guys know what all I've been through. Remember me having Mindy Miller on my show, what she went through? I'm always rooting for the people that's being abused. Why do you think I love Lisa so much? She's been abused. She's been hurt. She was used by her mother. It's always not the underdog. It's always the person being hurt, abused, and used whom I'm going to reach out to because I've been there. And you guys have helped me get up out of the grave, out of the hole to come back. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be here. I've said it over and over again. But here you are. And I love you for it, guys. We've all been bullied in our life. We've all been hurt in our life. We've all been ringed through the ringer in our life. So you guys understand where I'm coming from. So when I root for someone like Bridgette, it's not because I want views. It's because I reached out to her because I know that she's going through what I've been through in my life, what you guys been through in your life. Yeah, she's going through a big court case. Yeah, but we've all been talked about behind our backs. We've all been lied to. We've all been gullible enough to believe someone's lies and then realize, oh my God, I'm a victim of a narcissist. And then we run. I've been there. You guys have been there. You know? So that's why I reached out to Bridgette. Because I figured in my life, I've been there. I know that she's been there. It don't matter how many channels have talked about Priscilla. We've all come to the same conclusion. narcissistic abuse does exist. We've been there. We have felt the blunt end of it, one way or another. So when I do a show and I reach out to someone like Bridgette, who's fighting evil, which is fighting against the very person we have been talking about for decades, it's not easy. It's not. But I know I've been there. I've been used. I've been abused. I know there has been some that has not agreed with everything that I have said, and I understand that. But I know my heart. And God knows my heart. But He also knows everyone else's who's watching heart, including Bridgette. I've seen videos, I've heard audio, I've seen text. I wouldn't be saying what I'm saying unless I could back it up, and neither is Bridgette. So that's what I'm talking about. Anyways, Rose, she was a joke on Dallas, y'all. Her acting was so bad. It wasn't that great, I will say. And in the Naked Gun series, it was not that good either. Rainbow. It's Presley, and I earned it. It's Priscilla, and I'm worth it. Rose, I know a guy whose uncle was friends with the producer of Dallas, and she was a nightmare on set. She took forever to do scenes, and she commanded the staff members around. She commanded the staff members around, and she was real stuck up. Lyle, do you know the truth about where Elvis's mind and heart was at when he passed? Meaning, did he forget Priscilla or have a harmonious relationship with her, or did he want nothing to do with her? Well, Lyle, the truth is in the beholder, right? And I'll say this. According to some, he was engaged to Ginger. According to others, he was faking it. And some, he was wanting to move on and have a family with someone else. And then others, he would have went back to Priscilla. It depends on who you talk to, Lyle. It depends on whose circle you surround or whose flag you're holding up at the time. It just depends. William says that Prissy Pants was a joke on those amazing animals. Oh, that's right. Besides the shampoo commercials, she was on the show Amazing Animals. That's right. Michelle, why book interviews? Why horror movie if she loves him so much? Money, Michelle? It's all about, at the end of the day, Michelle, it's all about money. It's about fame and money and getting your name out there. And that's all she's ever wanted to do, right? The perpetual widow that was divorced. Lord have mercy. Lisa. Funny how she waited until Vernon passed away to reclaim the Presley name. She didn't earn it. She stole the Presley name. Oh, yeah, when she divorced Elvis, she went back to Beaulieu. Then she had a store with her friend called Biffs and Bo. Didn't do very well, did it, guys? And then she wanted to be an actress. So she had to make her name Presley so people would pay attention to her. It's all about Elvis and money, right? Yeah. Baraka, because she's been told how pretty she is all her life and relied on that and sex seduction too. Yeah, but the funny thing is, Baraka, she is 79 years old. There's no sexy and she knows it going on anytime soon anymore. There's nothing about her that There's nothing about her now that used to be. You know, in fact, she's a has been, a used to be. She used to be beautiful. She used to be sexy. She used to be seductive. She isn't that way anymore. It's all fake, and she's 79. I mean, she's the same age as whew, shoot, should I say it? She's the same age as our president. I mean, I'm not saying he's old or anything. I'm just saying they're almost 80. You know, they're not 20 and 30 and 40 anymore. You know, they're getting older in age. William, happy Valentine's Day. Thank you. Carlos. All I can say to this hanger on Priscilla is poor Lisa Marie and Elvis. She has no self-pride. She don't need self-pride. It was all about making money towards the end, Carlos. It had nothing to do with pride. If she had pride, she wouldn't be begging like she does. She's a beggar at this point. I mean, she... Okay, guys, this is for entertainment purposes only. Lisa, Shauna, I have to thank you for your advice about removing pictures and memories of our narcissistic abusers. I did that, and it has helped. It's best to remove narcissistic people, images, and memories out of your life, because if you keep dwelling on it, it just gets worse and worse, and there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. I've been there, Lisa. I understand. Queen Scott, I have no respect for Mike Stone or Priscilla because I watched how they had no remorse and flaunted their relationship with Lisa in tow. Exactly. Rose, it definitely got to her head when everyone told her how pretty she was. I know a lot of people who told me Priscilla always acts like she's above them and is extremely stuck up and arrogant. Yeah, you know what she used to refer to? Okay, let me give you some history. The Lost Colonel collection that Bridgette's getting in trouble with Thomas MacDonald, whose estate got it from his father, Greg MacDonald, the Colonel estate, the EPE wants. Priscilla used to call Greg MacDonald, who was the adopted child of the Colonel, she used to refer to him as the help. The help. Oh, the help. The help has it all. The help. So instead of referring to Greg MacDonald as a person like you and me, she referred to him as the help. So you can imagine how she refers to the real help that she has as, oh, those people are just maids. They're there to suit the whims of what I desire. Come on. You guys know how the rich would act with us, right? Us normal people? How would the rich act towards us normal people? Well, we're the help, right? We're the help. We're the what? Are we the slaves? We're the help. Lord have mercy. Too many people think us middle class and poor people are the help. I can agree. So, okay. Here we go. Rainbow. According to Billy Smith, he loved Priscilla as the mother of his daughter, but never would go to the path again with her, and he wanted Ginger. True. According to some, that is true. Arkansas Dave, hey. Oh, goodness. Marguerite, Prissy can never be as great as Anne Margaret. Well, Anne Margaret was a class act, and she still is. I mean, if you put Anne Margaret here, Priscilla here. I'm just saying, Anne Margaret has never said a bad thing about Elvis. In fact, if you interview her and you ask her of intimate details of Elvis, she'll say, no, she's not going there. But you have Priscilla down here who has wrote a book, who has said closed things behind closed doors we didn't need to know, who claimed Elvis raped her. Oh, yeah, I said it. And wants to write another book to make money. So who's the best here? Anne Margaret? Priscilla. Rainbow. That's true too. But Billy said Ginger was making Elvis spin, although he didn't know he was going to marry her anymore. Ginger didn't want to go on tour, so Elvis asked Alicia Kerwin. Bingo. Hi, Jessie. Baraka. Well, she did tell Lisa that Elvis's cousins, the Smiths, were beneath us financially. Bingo. The hell? Always thinking she's above everybody else? Yeah. Rose, and Margaret is generally so much more beautiful than Priscilla to me. I think so too. And she didn't have to get that much extensive work, so you don't recognize her. Molly, it's always been about money when she slept around at 14 just to meet Elvis. There's absolutely no ceiling for an individual like that. Never been enough. But she's dead. It'll continue with her son. You mean when she's dead, it'll continue with her son? Yeah. Queen Scott. I was 18 when Elvis passed, so I've seen this woman for who she was. These new people are newbies to her lives. And that's why us channels that tell the truth like this, extensive with the history and what she said and what she has contradicted herself to say, that's why we keep going, Queen Scott. Because these newbies that she keeps bringing into the fold don't know the lies that she has webbed, don't know the lies that she has spun. And that's why our channels are important, to show her contradictory, to show her lies, to show the history. Because if we didn't, who would? Who would? You know? So speaking of Elvis Fans Matter, thank you so much for joining me this evening. Speaking of, we're going to change topics now. Okay? As you well know, my editor is EP Fan Archive. And if you're there, EP Fan Archive, say hi in the live chat. And thank you, Elvis Fans Matter. I appreciate you. I really, truly do. If y'all do not know, Elvis Fans Matter is the channel with Danielle being the granddaughter and her Nana and Papa being Billy and Joe Smith. You guys do not know how important it is that you guys are here this evening, because we are here for a reason. EP Fan Archive is an awesome channel. If you guys have never been to my editor's channel, his channel has archived videos that you cannot find anywhere else. In fact, recently, EP Fan Archives videos has helped Bridgette Cruz with her court case because he has stuff behind the scenes. The most important thing that EP Fan Archive has done for me is that's the most important thing is his channel's name. He's an archive channel for Elvis. Everything Priscilla has said, everything Dee Stanley has said, everything that all these other people have said, all these videos, all these interviews, all these old archival videos that you can't find are on EP Fan Archives channels. So what is best to be able to see an archive video and to be able to talk about it and realize the contradictory in people's stories and in the history of Elvis, it has to be EP Fan Archive. And our brother, my good friend editor, EP Fan Archive, if anything, he shows the history of Elvis. There has been numerous videos that I have reacted to, that I've talked about, that I have pointed out that only EP Fan Archive has. And even though some of his content isn't always politically correct, it's to give you an idea of the things that were said in the past in order to learn about what was said and what has happened here in this future. There's a lot of time has passed. Okay. So I'm here to tell you guys that my brother, EP Fan Archive, my editor, his channel is pretty important. There are archives, and that's why he calls himself EP Fan Archives, because it's archives. It's the history. These are old videos that you can't even find. And he feels, and I have felt, that he's been misunderstood. And you guys have to understand that EP Fan Archive doesn't persuade anyone to think of anything. EP Fan Archive is a channel to show old archive footage that helps us Elvis scholars, Elvis historians, to understand the history of Elvis. It's not just these books that we read. It's the people that lived in Elvis's life, that knew Elvis, that has done interviews in the past that you can't find anymore. And all these other channels have copied his videos for content in order for them to have content. So my brother, my friend, my editor, EP Fan Archive, is a genius. He's done things that most of us wish that we could. He's found footage, archival videos, interviews of people and places and things that we will never get ourselves. He has took VHSs. Do you guys remember what VHSs were? I know some of you younger people might not, but people my age and older have had a VHS player. He has took VHSs and shrink them into a PDH file and put them on his computer and then download and upload them onto his own channel for us all to enjoy and appreciate and learn from. And he's going through a hard time right now, and I love my brother, and I'm going to stand up for him no matter what. Because here at Tenderly Loving Elvis, and I know Elvis fans matter, love him. There's nothing wrong with what he's doing. He's not posting a video for you guys to think that this video is what he thinks in real life. He's posting videos to give us archive history so we can learn from it and we can speak about it and we can talk about it and we can also share it with permission, I would hope, to learn by it. Just because he posts something about Dee Stanley talking about Elvis in a derogatory, awful, gross way doesn't mean that's what he's thinking. It means he gave us footage of something that we personally couldn't find ourselves that we really need so we can learn from the history. and we would know it's not true. Of course, that's just what I think. And of course, EP Fan Archive does cool AI interviews that you won't hear anywhere else. Okay? It's just that's the way it is, you know? And you guys are all it's all fine to watch whatever channel that you guys want to watch. It's a free world. It's a free enterprise. Watch any channel you want, but realize that EP Fan Archive isn't out there to post a video to make you guys think, oh my God, this guy thinks this about this. Oh my Lord. No. EP Fan Archive posts things so we can learn by the history. And we can use those videos for content as long as we do it in an educational way and not use people and hurt people, you know? So I'm going to say I do have a very special guest that's going to be calling in this evening, and I'm going to give them a few minutes to call in. Give me a second. I hope he calls in soon. Give me a second. I'm waiting. Oh, here he is, folks. This is EP Fan Archive for you.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, brother.
How's everybody doing?
Well, I'm fine and dandy and fine. I hope everybody else in the comment section below is.
I see rainbow.
I know. And Music World, and Lisa, and Connie, and Elvis, and Ruby, and Michelle, and Margaret. Oh, my Lord, it's like the Waltons. Hello. Good night, John boy.
Francis.
Yep. Oh, Elvis fans matter.
I see everybody.
I know. Queen Scott. So, brother, how you doing this evening?
Oh, you know, it's been a crazy week, but we keep on going on and keep pushing on, and you know how it is.
Oh, I know how it is, brother. I know how it is. Well, I was just trying to explain to everybody why your channel is so important for an archive experience of Elvis. The good, the bad, the ugly. You know how to upload it, download it, give it out, so we all have the dish and the tea of the past of Elvis, even the people that dished him and hurt him. And I wanted to tell you, Kyle, thank you so much for most of the footage that you have, because you have stuff on your channel that most people cannot even find today.
You are welcome. And, you know, funny thing is, it didn't even start out as an archive. It started out me doing tributes over and over and over for all the Memphis Mafia people, birthdays, anniversaries, vigils. And then I said, hey, there's all this stuff online that people can't find, so let me start maybe an archive. And that's how this whole thing started.
Yeah, and you know, most people don't know this, but people know you in the Elvis world. You're just not anyone that just comes out of nowhere. People know you.
Exactly.
You know? And if anything, Elvis fans matter. Billy Joe Smith and Danielle love you very much.
Yes, they do. They're one of my top supporters.
I know, but I'm your second, Kyle. You're my brother.
Jesse's EP Fan Archive.
That's exactly right, Jesse. Just go to EP Fan Archive. You'll find them and subscribe. EP Fan Archive. And Elvis Fans Matter says, we love you, Kyle. Of course.
Aww. Thank you, Danielle.
And Nicolette and Francis, we all love you here. And substance use disorder nurse, Rainbow, Ashley, Marguerite. We all know your channel. You have videos that nobody can find anymore. And whether it's good, bad, or ugly, you have it for a reference, for a history. You're not posting stuff to stir the pot and to hurt Elvis's image, are you, Kyle?
No, I am not at all. And you'll find stuff on there that is taken from Graceland's YouTube channel and cut into shorts. You'll find informational stuff. I mean, there's so much on there.
There is. There's so many videos, guys, that are sequential to Elvis history, even if it's bad. It's things that we can reference to and we can use and learn from. It's more of an educational site than anything. I mean, I'll tell you, before I even knew you, Kyle, I was turned on to your channel because you had old archived content from the 70s and 60s that I couldn't find anywhere else. Things that I remembered as a child that I couldn't find, that I didn't record on VHS. But you, brother, you had it, and you do.
Yeah, there's, like I said before, there's so much on there. Anybody remember the Gates of Graceland episodes?
The Gates of Graceland.
Hidden Graceland, and I cut each one into individual things and uploaded that as a video. I mean, there's so much.
I know, guys. Listen, the Gates of Graceland was given to those. Was it like founders or was it members of Graceland.com? Was it like founder footage or was it just stuff that you had to pay extra for?
Brown and Angie going around telling Graceland.
But you couldn't just get it. You had to either pay for it or subscribe to it or something.
No, it was free on Graceland's YouTube channel.
But it's not easy. It's not as easy to find as how you have it all organized.
Right, and I cut up stuff too, like made each thing in its own video instead of somebody watching a 20-minute video.
Exactly. So, guys, Kelsey, thank you. I know you love EP Fan Archive, and Ashley. Yep, Gates of Graceland. So I'm just saying, EP Fan Archive is a channel that most Elvis scholars would appreciate. So if you guys are wondering why I am lifting Kyle up, there is a reason. I am not insane. But some people just misunderstand what his content really is. It's a historical kind of tribute to everything Elvis. And it's not just Elvis, it's everything talked about Elvis, everything posted about Elvis, anything that has happened that we can't find anymore. It's on
Elvis's life.
Yeah, it's on EP Fan Archive. And if you guys go into my playlist, I do a Shauna Reacts to Dee Stanley video and Geraldo Rivera show. That video, which is hard to find, I'm just saying, you might find it very easily, Kyle, but some other people might not. But I'm just saying, and I'm going to be doing some future Shauna Reacts. But the first one I ever did, Shauna Reacts to a Dee Stanley video when she was on Geraldo Rivera's show, is from EP Fan Archive's YouTube channel. It's stuff we can't find anymore. Not so easily, anyway.
From 40 years ago.
Exactly. It was from 40 years ago, guys. And he has so much more. And he's finding things every day to put on there, you know? So
either that or making shorts or something just to stay active.
Yeah, just to stay active. And people in the Elvis world know you, EP Fan Archive. You are my brother, and I know that you are other people's as well. And the love is just sweeping through on the chat. I'm just letting you know.
I see it, yeah. I appreciate it. Every one of you all.
Exactly.
The other thing I do want to say is I'm not in it for any type of money, not in it for any type of popularity. It's all about spreading Elvis.
Exactly.
That's the only thing that matters.
In fact, he's not even monetized. And I don't know if you guys understand that or not, but that means that he doesn't make any money by what he's doing. He's doing it all for the history, love, and the just whole thing Elvis. He's not doing it for himself. And
That's true.
I will have to say that 87,000 plus subscribers is pretty awesome, my brother.
It jumped.
I know.
Honestly. We had started out small, and then I ended up uploading Elvis by the Presleys, and it just took off.
I know, but it's like, take it from me, guys. I am not one to brag. I'm not. Trust me, I'm not. I am little bitty. I am little bitty compared to my brother here. My brother has so many subscribers. I am in awe, my brother. I hope I hope and pray that one day people will catch on to my channel as well. And I appreciate you every day and twice on Sunday, my brother, that you are even helping me. So thank you.
You are most welcome. And don't worry, you're going to get there. Trust me.
You know, I will help you any day of the week. But when I hear bad things and criticisms and just constant beratingness of you, it hurts my heart because that's not why you're doing this. You're not doing this to spread hate or misinformation. You're doing this so us Elvis scholars have something to talk about and have something to weigh against when it comes to the evil people that were in Elvis's life. Your videos are awesome.
And it brings me joy, to be honest with you.
I know it does. And you guys should know behind the scenes how excited he is when he gets to edit another video from me.
It's fun being creative, y'all.
It is. And
Sean in random places. It's quite fun.
He puts me in random places, and he's always there when I need not just a friend, but he's always there if I need to add anything different or if I have any doubts or fears. I'll call you up and be like, hey, I don't know about this video. Hey, I have an extra 2-second video to add to this. Can you help me?
Sure, no problem. Send it over.
And that's my brother. That's my brother, you know? And he's my brother from another mother. He is. And you know, we go to the same church. I guess you guys didn't know that, but now you do.
This is true.
Him and I go to the same church, and we're pretty much like as much family as you could be. So when you push him and you keep pushing him, you're pushing me, and that hurts me. So remember, and this is important, guys, all of you, I don't care who you are, remember, the reason why EP Fan Archive is very important is he has videos and archival evidence that we can't find anywhere else. It's important. It's important. You know? And with as much drama as some other channels might be, it's best to unite in the name of just history's sake, of archival sake, of being able to have something that we can use content of and actually have a conversation with.
And remember, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
I know, and thank God that even though I can be sassy, my brother, and I could say some bad things, I'm really trying to be as sweet as
sweet as pie.
I'm trying, you know, but at the end of the day, your content is important. It's important. If anything has said anything, guys, Billy Joe Smith and Danielle love EP Fan Archive. And to me, if Billy and Joe Smith and Danielle love EP Fan Archive, I do too. That's my stance this evening, folks.
That's your story and you're sticking to it.
That's my story and I'm sticking to it, man. I'm sticking to it 100%. You're important. Memphis Mafia Kid, EP Fan Archive, we all love you. We love you for a reason. You keep not just Elvis's memory alive, you keep his videos, good, bad, ugly, whoever knew him, who was close to him, whatever, you keep those videos alive that we have content to be able to talk another day about.
And also, since Kelsey's here, I feel like I should say something.
All right.
Exclusive announcement here. Kelsey's going to be starting a Lisa Marie Presley archive.
Ooh. Kelsey, I'm going to have to get with you too, girl.
It's going to be the LMFP Fan Archive.
Awesome. I'm so proud of you, Kelsey. That's awesome.
There's going to be the EP Fan Archive and the Lisa Archive, because Lisa needs her own archive.
She does. I mean, Elvis has his own archive. That's you. So we need a Lisa. That's right. That's right.
So everybody go follow the Lisa LMFP Fan Archive.
Awesome. So Lisa, say it again.
Marie blank Presley Fan Archive.
All right. So tell me what, Kelsey. No. I get you, brother. So Kelsey, get with me in Messenger or wherever and give me the link to your new channel archive. This is awesome. I'm so glad. Lisa needs an archive because my friend, my brother, you have an awesome archive. But Lisa needs her own as well.
And I'll be providing stuff from my archive for her.
That's great. I'm so happy. Lisa needs a little place of her own. And you guys know what else? My friend EP Fan Archive and my brother also made a Lisa Marie website.
That too, yeah. RememberingLisa.com?
Yeah, RememberingLisa.com. I know, but you built it from bottom to up. I remember you did awesome.
Oh yeah, that was a challenge. That was done with all in AI.
I mean, I'm telling you guys, this guy, and I'm gonna say your first name, Kyle, because I love you. Kyle is awesome. He will take something, and he will make something of it. You know, he'll take a little. You get I can give you a little seed. Now listen, guys, I will give Kyle a little bitty seed, this little, and he will make it huge.
I'll tell you the story because I got very angry one night when I discovered that Lisa Marie's website no longer existed. And I said to myself, there needs to be something out there because Lisa deserves to have something. And if the people in charge aren't going to care, then I'm going to care. So I sat down and I built the whole website from scratch, and it was bada bing, bada boom. And the first version came out, like, what was it, a year ago? And then I said, for anniversary this year, I'm going to redo it. And I sat down and I redid it. And that's my gift to Lisa, so people can remember her legacy.
I know. I was there.
Like I said, if the people in charge don't want to care, then I will.
And see, that's the difference. I did see somewhere else that someone called you a fake Elvis fan.
Yeah.
That hurt me. That hurt me like someone hitting me in the heart, brother, because You are not a fake Elvis fan, bro. You are an Elvis fan.
Oh, you have no idea how much that hurt me.
I know,
What?
and as you know,
would a fake Elvis fan have a Graceland Employee Award sitting over there? Or would a fake Elvis fan have 3D printed Elvis artifacts that his wonderful person sent him? Or would a fake Elvis fan have, let's see, a big painted picture of Elvis sitting there?
no.
Or would he have Elvis on his keychain?
No. But Elvis Fans Matter says, it's beautiful the friends and family that Elvis has brought together. We love our Elvis family, and thanks to technology, we can all stay in contact. And Bridgette Cruz says, sending so much love to you all. I'm so sorry I'm not able to participate more. I'm definitely asking for prayers at this time. Please know I'll be back when I can, and I'm loving you all. Love tonight.
Yes, Bridgette, we are praying for you.
We are. If you guys don't know, I want to say Bridgette's daughter is in the hospital. She had emergency surgery. She's in critical care. If you all could pray for her, please give your love and pray to God for Bridgette's daughter to get better. She has been going through a lot. And you too, Kyle. I'm telling you, I've been praying for you, brother.
I appreciate it. I also, if anybody is not a member in the Elvis Prayer Warrior group, feel free to join that group as well. We all come together and pray for one another. It's a great little.
I know, and see, Kyle exactly. Kyle has a Facebook group that's called Prayers for.
No, Elvis Prayer Warriors.
Elvis Prayer Warriors. If you have a prayer, a request, or you just want someone to pray for you, my brother Kyle has a Facebook group for prayer requests. That is so much love, Kyle. And you know what Elvis Fan Matters said?
I saw it.
Kyle is the real deal. Fake Elvis fan? That's a bunch of crap. And that's from Danielle, Joe, and Billy Smith. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
I love it.
I do too. I get so tired of being judged without people knowing who we are, brother.
And knowing the whole story, like they make up assumptions saying, "Oh, you're doing this for views or doing this for money." No, like I don't make any money doing anything. I do it all for love.
Exactly. And if people think I'm making money, oh my God, I've never quit my day job because I can't.
Yeah, exactly. Like I put more money into that Lisa site than it's seen in views, but I know. It's because of love. That's all it is.
Margaret says prayers for your daughter Bridgette and for you, and of course pray for Bridgette and her daughter. Okay, guys, she's been going through hell. And her daughter needs to have some healing prayers sent her way. Okay, guys? When Bridgette told me to tell you guys something, she will get to all y'all's questions when she makes her channel as soon as she can, but her daughter has gone real sick. She's in the hospital. She had to have emergency surgery. And when she can get through with that, hopefully to God, He'll heal her daughter and things will be better in her life. But when that's over with, then Bridgette will be able to do what she has planned to do. Okay, guys?
Jesse, when this video is done, I'll put the link to the prayer group in the comments.
Jesse, did you hear what he said? But that's the thing. Don't judge others. You know, if you point a finger at others, you're pointing how many fingers back at you?
A lot.
Exactly. So when you see a video on Kyle's channel and it doesn't make you feel good, realize it's there for a reason. It's not there because that's what he feels. It's there to give you a reference, and that's important. To give you a historical data so we can use to get back at the people that hurt Elvis.
Like take the D. Stanley video, for example.
Exactly, the one that I reacted to.
Right. If people would actually watch that instead of just judging from the title alone, then they would know that JD and Joe were on there fighting D and standing up for Elvis. And I believe Janelle McComb was on there too.
Exactly. And Joe Esposito as well?
Right. So instead of just looking at the title and assuming that you know what the video is about before watching it, watch the video.
Exactly. So before you point a finger at others, remember there are 4 fingers pointing at you back. Okay?
Remember, everything I post is for a reason.
It is for a reason. Kyle isn't posting. Kyle at EP Fan Archive, who is my editor, isn't posting videos just because he wants clicks and views, and isn't because he thinks the way he's posting. It's because he's giving us an archival experience, something that we can reference to, something that we can learn from, the history from, so we can go on, especially as Elvis scholars. It's something for us all. Okay? So before you judge, realize, put yourself in that person's shoes. I know y'all, not all y'all, no, I love each and every one of you. Thank you all for joining me this evening. I'm talking about some people that don't even watch my channel, don't watch me, but they'll want to criticize. Know that most of us go to EP Fan Archive so we can learn something. So we can actually keep going.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
Exactly. Walk a mile in my shoes. Just walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse, walk a mile in my shoes. Anyways, thank you so much. Bridgette says, thank you all. Kyle, you and Shauna do great work. I have to get back to my baby girl, but please know I love you all. Love you too, girl. You're my friend. And see, that's another thing, Kyle. I'm getting accused for being Bridgette's friend. Sad.
Yeah, that's not cool.
It's not cool. You know, some of y'all just have opinions. I get it. You know, opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. But guys, at the end of the day, realize I don't become anybody's friend just because, you know, no. How do you guys become friends with others? Is it because they say hi? You want to be friends? That's not me. I get to know someone. I get to know their story. I get to know where they are from. I get to know their heart before I go, hey, you want to be friends?
Exactly.
You know, we've all been through life, and trust me, life is hell sometimes. It's supposed to be. God even promised life here on earth isn't supposed to be hunky-dory. It's paradise. It's supposed to be the award in the end. But in this world that we live in, when we find that we walk in someone else's shoes, find out their history, know what they are going through, most of the times, if it's willing, we will be friends with people walking the same mile we're walking.
And you know, there's a song in the Christian world where it goes, we lose our way, we get back up again.
We lose our way, we get right back up again.
So, people out there want to tear us down, we're going to get back up and come up stronger.
Exactly. And if you're going to hit me, and I fall down,
you better knock me out.
You better knock me out. But you know what? At the end of the day, I'm going to get right back up and I'm going to keep doing it because that's my will. Because God's will is my will. And my will is the truth will prevail.
Amen to that. Because I was just thinking of another song by the late Matt Diza called Stronger.
It is. It is.
I love that song.
And, there are going to be people that are going to criticize. There are going to be people that are going to cut us down. There are going to be people that are going to judge us before even really getting to know us. But at the end of the day, what's important is, are we true to ourselves? Are we true to our God? Are we true with what truth is? Does truth prevail? Are we just going to bend over and just say opinions and just talk nonsense for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 episodes? You know what I'm saying?
Without doing any research.
Without doing any research. And that's the point here. You guys either come to my channel, come to others' channels. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, EP Fan Archives channel is there, and his videos are there for an archival experience. So we have something to go by. Whether the video is good or bad or ugly, they're videos that are history that you can't find anywhere else. You can't find anywhere else.
Unless if somebody issues you a copyright strike for no reason, but anyway.
And of course, we're going to have people that don't agree, and I will have to read one of the comments that might not. This is Elvis Presley forever. Oh, for F's sake, Shauna, you have spread mess about so many causes then to be unfairly judged. This is a joke, right? Well, I have been unfairly judged so many times and twice on Sunday, and a few of my friends have too. At the end of the day, exactly. But at the end of the day, it's who you going to believe. That's just
the Ghostbusters.
At the end of the day, who you going to believe? You go with whoever you believe. And if you don't believe in somebody or what they're saying, then you can just turn the channel and go to somebody else who you do believe.
That's a beautiful thing too. If you don't agree with a person, this is America. You can unsubscribe.
Exactly. You can unsubscribe. You can move on. You can go to another channel. You can express your interest in something else. But the thing is, it's like, that's the point. Who you gonna believe?
What are you gonna trust?
And the thing is, how many times, my brother, Kyle, how many times have I done a video and I've told you, hey, brother, am I doing the right thing? Am I saying the right thing? Do you think people are going to think me as bad, or are they going to think that I'm going across the right way? How many times have I asked you these things?
A lot. I don't have an exact number, but a lot.
See, I don't just make videos just for views and fun and kicks. This is how I believe, guys. This is my life. This is my love, my interest. I don't do this because I want to make money. Honey, all y'all, I have a day job. I have to make a real paycheck. This don't pay my bills.
Same.
Him too. We don't do this to pay bills. We do this for the love of the Presley legacy. That's why we're doing it. And for history and for letting people know what the real truth is. And I've never said anything that I couldn't back up.
Because honestly, the people in charge aren't going to tell you the real history.
Exactly. And Rainbow says that she never heard me talk badly about another channel's creator. I don't normally go this route, but as you guys know, the history of my history and this channel, when I see someone being hurt that I love and abused and bullied or picked on, I'm gonna speak up. I have to. Look what I did.
You're defending that person, right?
Yeah, like with Mindy, with me, with you, with Bridgette. When there's injustice happening in the Elvis world, I want the people being judged to be able to have a say. That's all. People need to be able to have a say at the end of the day.
Amen. Sorry, I was reading a comment.
It's okay. But, you know, I have never pointed out, I don't even think, if I've ever pointed out a channel's name that I haven't agreed with. I don't think I have.
I can't remember you ever done that either.
Me either. I don't want to talk about channels or their names.
Just stay in our lane.
We just try to stay in our lane, guys, and our lane is Elvis. And
well, Molly, sometimes you gotta fight fire with fire. You're right.
Yeah.
But sometimes you gotta just stay in your lane too, and let the person just talk.
True.
Because eventually people are gonna get sick and tired of hearing that person talk, and they're gonna go somewhere else.
They are. And there's no reason to talk bad about other people's channels. I mean, I could if I wanted to, but it's like, why? Because they're just going to sit and they're going to do it about me. And even if I don't talk bad about them, people are still going to talk bad about me. You've seen it. You've heard it too.
Oh, 100%.
And I want to tell you something. Elvis Fan Matters wrote you a special message, and I'm supposed to read it out loud now. Are you ready? Are you ready, guys? So, Danielle, Billy, and Joe Smith have a stance. And this is what it is about Kyle, EP Fan Archive. Hi, Shauna, it's Danielle, Billy and Joe Smith's granddaughter. I wanted to send you this message for Kyle for your show tonight on YouTube. I know Kyle is going through a tough time right now, but Kyle needs to know he has friends and Elvis family who care about him. The first thing that comes to mind when I hear the name Kyle is dedicated Elvis Presley fan. My family met Kyle through social media. He's always been super supportive in both the Memphis Mafia Kid channel and my dad's, and the channel I have with my grandparents, Billy and Joe Smith, Elvis Fans Matter. He's always been a dedicated Elvis and Lisa Marie fan. He's truly loved them. Kyle is so smart on technology. He's creative and has a flair for keeping all things Elvis and Lisa alive on his social media pages and YouTube channel. He loves with his whole heart. When you are Kyle's friend, you also have love and support. Kyle has always supported my daughter Lainey's fundraisers for her band. He's always cheers her on. Kyle wants everyone to win. He's become the Smiths family friend. He's funny, outgoing, and an all-around great guy. Kyle, thank you for being you. Thank you for support of our family. We love you, friend. Ignore the haters. Keep keeping Elvis's memory alive. God bless. Love, the Smiths. Thank you so much. With love. We're rooting for you, Kyle. And that is from EP Fan Archive, Kyle.
You mean EFM?
Sorry, EFM.
Danielle, thank you so much for that.
It is from Danielle, Billy, and Joe Smith, which is Elvis's cousins. And let me say this, guys. If he has Elvis Fans Matter support and love, then there's not a damn thing that he's doing wrong. And for those y'all that are hating on EP Fan Archive, I will say this, only because I'm Southern and I know Elvis Fans Matter and Billy and Joe Smith well, they can kiss our Elvis loving ass. That is my stance on this right now. That is just I just have a feeling that's probably what they would be saying if people berate you anymore, Kyle.
There may or may not be a chair involved, right?
There may or may not be a chair involved. That's right. And Rainbow, you're right. In 3 years, I have never insulted a subscriber or anyone. I've done my best not to. Oh, goodness. And just like everybody else, I'm human. I'm going to make mistakes. Sometimes I get involved with emotions like anyone else, and I feel things like anyone else. I'm not perfect, Nobody is. And I've tried everything in the last year and a half, brother, to dig myself out of a hole that I felt that I was in. And you guys know my story. You guys know. And I'm not perfect, but at the end of the day, when I say things that are important about how anyone gives me something to give to the world or is a source that I need to give out to the world, I have receipts. But with emotions, we don't, Kyle. We just feel things and we say them. That's what opinions are. And sometimes opinions can be wrong. But
our opinions can offend somebody.
Exactly. Sometimes our opinions offend somebody. Sometimes our emotions will offend someone because this is how we feel. We could feel mad, angry, love, whatever, excited, and it will affect people. And see, me being on a channel, people see my emotions. They hear my emotions. They see your emotions, Kyle. They hear your emotions. And they might take it to heart. And I will have to say, forgive me. For I say to God every day, forgive me, God. I sin just like everybody else. But at the end of the day, we really try to do our best. We do.
Amen to that.
It's not easy. If anyone could have a YouTube channel, everyone would have one.
If it was easy, everybody would do it, exactly.
And Elvis Fan Matters says, Kyle, Nanny, and Papa said tell you they love you and thank you for all the love and support.
I love you all back.
And Rainbow 24 says, yes, Shauna has been brutally attacked by other channels as well.
We're going to start a club.
We're going to start a club. We need to make t-shirts. We've been bashed.
I was just thinking of buttons, but yeah, t-shirts too.
If everybody wanted a YouTube channel, they'd go make one. And sometimes it hurts because those that criticize you can't even do their own channel because they don't want to show their face or they don't want to say things or they don't have the time or they're just awkward or they don't want to do anything or they don't want to be involved or they don't want to be exposed. That's important. Exposed. Because if you put yourself out there, you're going to get stuff back. It don't matter, good or bad, you're going to get it back. And we're not monkeys. We don't do song and dances. Well, sometimes I sing, but but I do tell you guys that I'm an entertainer. I'm a reporter, but I'm an entertainer. I'm here to entertain you guys, to help you guys have an outlet so we can talk about the bad things that has gone on in the Elvis world. And I put myself out there. And if I put myself out there, then I should be able to have a strong enough backbone to get whatever the heck comes right back at me.
Vegas Vixen, you missed a lot.
Yeah, but it's like, what is it that the old expression is? If you cut me, don't I bleed?
Same color.
Yeah, you know? Thank you, Ruby. I love you, girls. You know, and it's been wild. It's been weird. We've been bashed, we've been judged, we've been criticized, we've been pointed out to, and it's like, okay.
And that's all in the last 2 days.
It's been a little bit longer for me, brother, but I get what you're going. I've been there. You know, and
I need a vacation after all this. Anybody want to go to Graceland? Let's go.
And you know, I mean, lots of people have addressed the infighting in the Elvis channels in the Elvis world, and they've got bashed for addressing the division between all of us. But at the end of the day, take all the division out. It's a love for Elvis that keeps us going.
Elvis wouldn't want us divided like this. He'd want us all together.
You know,
loving one another.
That's absolutely true. You know, at the end of the day, aren't we doing this for the love of Elvis Presley?
That's the goal. That's the mission.
And Rainbow 24 says, but hey, look who she and Kyle are loved by. The Smiths are Elvis's blood, and they trump any channel out there. Oh my gosh, you're absolutely right. And I'll tell you what, Elvis Fan Archive, you're welcome on my channel anytime. I love you guys. I do. If anything, you're the bloodline, and I'll protect you over anybody else. I love you guys. You guys have been misrepresented more than anyone in the Elvis world. And I'm there for you guys. I have your back. You know, and
it's quite sad how people can be so cruel.
People are cruel, but they don't care. They want views, likes. They're jealous over subscribers. They're jealous over content, or they're jealous who you know and who you're talking to.
And they're jealous when you don't mention their name.
They're jealous if you don't mention their channel's name. But at this point, I don't really care. It's not about all these thousands of other Elvis channels. At the end of the day, aren't we all here for the love of Elvis?
And Lisa.
And Lisa. And that's important to us. You know?
If it wasn't, we wouldn't be doing this. We'd be sitting here on a Friday night watching a movie.
Yeah.
But instead, we're all talking to you.
But that's why we're doing this. It's for the history. It's for the new people coming that need to learn the history. Because that's the problem with what's happening right now. Priscilla is getting new fans that don't know the history, that don't know her past discretions.
That and all the people coming on board from the Elvis movie from 2 years ago. Like, what am I trying to say? Sorry, I lost my train of thought.
It's all right.
No, so, like, when people watch the Elvis movie, they're going to be curious to learn the real history because the Elvis movie isn't real, obviously. It's based on events, but it's not, like, chronological or anything.
Yeah. Well,
so that's where my channel comes into play.
Exactly. It's really what your channel name is. It's an archive experience of what all was said in the past and what you can find that you can't find nowadays.
In fact, there's even some clips from that movie on my channel.
Exactly. And Vegas Vixen said, yeah, the Elvis community can be strange. We all talk about Elvis, but some get a little nutty and think they should be famous and mentioned all the time for stating facts.
Right, Kelsey. It's not a popularity contest.
And Kelsey said that it's not a popularity contest. All channels should do it for the love of Elvis and Lisa Marie.
Sadly, that's not what's happening.
And Trisha says Leon is pronounced lean in the estate world. Sorry, Trisha. I'll get it better next time. But that's the whole point that I'm trying to get to tonight, okay, guys? That's
our story, and we're sticking to it.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Marguerite said that she got upset last night. A lady said that she was an Elvis fan, but she said Elvis didn't save his soul in marriage, told her she had no idea anything about Elvis or anyone else's soul but her own. Well, you know what? Eyesight is 20/20, and the thing is, when you point a finger at somebody else, you're pointing 4 fingers at yourself. And when you're talking about somebody else, you are too. And the thing is, I'm human. I make mistakes. My friend, my brother Kyle, he will too. But at the end of the day, we're just stating that his channel is for educational purposes only. And it's not just for views and clicks and likes. When I say educational purposes only, it's to give us a lesson, to take us to school of the old archival videos that you can't find anywhere else. So if you judge him, you're not judging him. You're judging me. And you're not just judging me. You're judging Billy and Joe Smith and Danielle because they love him too. And if you're an Elvis fan, you have to be on the right side of history, man. That's the important part. The right side of history. Are you in it for views, clicks, likes, jealousy? Are you in it for the truth? For the history? For the archival evidence that we need to be Elvis scholars and to learn the truth? That's my questions, guys. That's where I'm at. That's where my friend and brother Kyle is at too. So if you guys have not subscribed to EP Fan Archive, please do so. He's my editor. He's my brother. And we go to the same church.
And then subscribe to Lisa Marie's LMFP Fan Archive too.
Exactly. Kelsey's new channel. Congratulations, girl. But anyways, guys, you guys wanted some revelations and stuff tonight. And like I said, I would love to give you new information. But please write Bridgette at bkthetruth25 at gmail.com. And
that's bkthetruth25 at gmail.com.
Exactly. And she'll get back to you guys as soon as possible when she makes her own channel that is away from her GWS channel, and that she'll be able to answer your questions and give you guys receipts, okay? And she'll be giving me stuff from time to time too, because I love her. She's my friend, and I have seen things, heard things, and learned things from her. And I know a few of you guys are a little weary about me being her friend. But guys, when you talk to someone long enough and you've seen what they're going through and you've seen receipts and you know the history and you really like that person, of course you'll be friends with them. And I am friends with Bridgette. But don't think that it makes me a bad person because I'm friends with hers. And besides the fact, it's not my job to get you to like Bridgette. Even she said this herself. It's not her place to get you to like her. It's her place to tell you the history and what really happened behind the scenes between her and Priscilla. That's her story. It's not her place to tell you to like her.
Like my friend Jamie K used to say, do the research and come up with your own conclusion.
Exactly. And that's where I am. I've done the research. I reached out and talked to the person. I found proof and receipts. And I learned to love her. And guys, please pray for her. Bridgette's going through a hard time. She's not just going through 3 lawsuits, one being her own. It's also her daughter is very ill. And she has to go through a lot of this stuff. And I can understand. It's hard. This is a lot. But guys, I know you guys are worried about me, and I know some people have told me that they're concerned. But just realize I'm a big girl. I have done my research. And I know what side I'm on. But it's okay. It's not my place to get you guys to like Bridgette. It's not my place to get you guys to like EP Fan Archive. But I love both of them. And if you guys judge me for that, well, I guess I'm guilty.
Shauna, Rainbow has a trivia question for you.
Oh, let me see. Yes, Rainbow. I know which. It is Live a Little, Love a Little. It's one of my favorite movies from Elvis. Sam Nolan. With the truth? With the truth? That's the movie, Rainbow.
How would you guys like to do a trivia night?
Trivia night would be fun. Yep.
An Elvis trivia night. We can give away some prizes.
Exactly. Maybe we can do some prizes. Hey, the future remains to be seen. So we could do that. We could do that.
Maybe EFM will sponsor.
Yep. Maybe. But guys, thank you so much for joining me this evening. You could have went to any Elvis channel for your crazy weirdness, whatever. But you came to mine, and for that, I love you very much. Thank you. Brother Kyle, EP Fan Archive, my editor, my church buddy, thank you so much for calling in and explaining what your channel is about.
You are welcome.
I know you're always welcome on my channel, brother. But
and you're always welcome on mine.
I know. But guys, at the end of the day, judge not, yet ye be judged. And those without sin cast the first stone. And realize I'm human. I've done things. I've made mistakes. I've been gullible. I've been lied to. I've been used. I have been run around, twisted, and turned by a narcissist more than once, maybe twice. But I'm here. And I've heard disgusting things said about me. And I've been through the ringer of people saying things about me that are hurtful. And I just want to say, if it was the other way around, would you feel good about it? No. Nobody would. So at the end of the day, just realize the reason EP Fan Archive has his channel, the reason why he has so many awesome videos, it's an archive. It's a history experience. Whether the videos are good or bad, it's still history. It's something we all can learn from. That's it. The most important thing. It's history, folks. So don't judge my brother too harshly, okay? That's my point, okay, Kyle? That's my point, guys.
That's your story, and you're sticking to it.
That's right. And if anything that makes you feel any weary or any weirdness, just realize something, that Elvis fans matter. Danielle, Billy and Joe Smith love Kyle, EP Fan Archive. I do too. And I hope and pray that you guys will as well. So thank you guys for the time that you've given me tonight, for the time you've given to Kyle, for the time that you, Danielle, and Elvis Fans Matter has given us. Thank you all this evening. But if you got anything from tonight, just realize don't hurt others. Do your best to be a good person. Don't judge something yet until you understand something.
Treat others the way you want to be treated.
Exactly. And I understand there's a difference between constructive criticism and just straight out bullying and hurting. There's a difference. So I can be criticized all day, constructive wise, but there's a fine line between criticizing someone constructively and hurting someone's heart. Okay? So thank you guys for giving me this time.
Margaret.
Yep, Margaret, you're right. Good night, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. And for the love of all y'all, thank you guys for giving me your time. I've been on for 2 hours. I know you guys wanted dish and dirt and stuff, but I couldn't even get to it. I will say one thing before I go. This is important. You might want to know something. My friend, Catgirl Blue, wrote Navarone on his own Instagram. Do you guys remember when he did that post about Lisa Marie on Instagram for her birthday? And he was all so, I love her, blah, blah, blah. No matter what I said, I loved her. Well, Catgirl Blue wrote Navarone in a comment, and he responded back to her. So I will read what happened, okay? So, wait, I'm trying to find the exact one. Okay. Catgirl Blue said, Hi, Shauna. Just thought you might be interested to know that Navarone responded to my comment when he posted that he missed Lisa and had posted one unkind comment about her a long time ago. I had responded saying that it was a lot more than one comment, the latest being with A.A. Ron at Growing Up with Scientology. Here is his response to me, Navarone to Catgirl Blue. People process grief differently, and I admit I had a bit to process. Doesn't change she was my sister and I always loved her in one form or another, sometimes more than others, but you still have no right to really even have an opinion. You weren't there. She's not here to even clear anything up. So people just like to hang on to negativity, is what it seems. What do you think about that, Kyle?
Sounds like he's jealous.
Anyways, Catgirl Blue keeps telling me, so he tells me that I'm being negative and also that I have no right to have an opinion. Many people commented agreeing with him, saying he is mourning his sister. But if you told him where to get off, I put this info as an update to the original post in my group, but it just seems to be buried in the old comments. I thought you might like to see the response, and I was very happy to see the response. And she said that he added another comment to her, and she said she sent it to me, and here's the other comment. Stop and let the guy live, mourning an opposite of love, not just hate. It is actually indifference. When my father died, I was feeling relieved, happy, but at the same time, I was suffering. The opposite of love is not hate. The opposite of love is indifference. That is why we often hate those we love, and we don't care when we don't love, and that is also why my father loved us even though he hated our work. But Lisa Marie said the same thing, right? In a song, the opposite of love isn't hate, it's indifference. She did. And Navarone says, well then, let's just say your opinion is unwanted and ingenuine. Thanks, though. So, in other words, no matter what Navarone Provolone has said against his sister in the past, he claims that no matter what, he loved her. So, yeah. That's pretty much what Provolone Navarone said. So I hope you guys take that into consideration. Also know that when I say I want to protect the bloodline of Elvis Presley, I will have to say this, Kyle, EP Fan Archive, Elvis Fans Matter, and all you all. The bloodline to me is the twins, Billy and Joe Smith, Danielle, Danny, Joey, and can I just say I'm done?
Well, what about Lainey?
Lainey too, because she's the child of Danielle, right? That's it. That's my personal opinion. Now you can take it or leave it or whatever, but everybody has different opinions. There's other channels out there, and they're going to have their difference of opinions. Okay, guys? But that's it. I love you, Lynn, Waylon, too. I miss you as well. Molly, thank you. Carlos, Ashley, the Sundowners Club, and Elvis Fan Archive, Rainbow, Connie, Carlos, Elvis. My gosh, D. Gray, all you guys. I love you. But that's all I got for you tonight, okay? I wish I was like, we need to do something with like the Porky Pig at the end of Looney Tunes. But that's all, folks. I know it's copyrighted, but you guys, that's it for me tonight. Thank you so much for giving me your time. Kyle, thank you so much for coming on from EP Fan Archive. And Elvis Fan Matters, thank you so much for chiming in. I love you guys too. All right, guys? All right, I'm going to let you guys go. And remember, TCBTLC, God bless you all. And you know what? I'll see you on the other side, of course. Bye, everybody. Yep. I'll see you all later. Thank you, Danielle and Billy and Joe Smith. I love you guys. Bye now.